Okay, and is Stephen Harkowitz, can you hear me? Is he in?
Oh, no, just one moment. Judge,
Okay.
I'm still setting this up. I have to change the,
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought I saw that it was.
oh, no, it started, but
Uh-huh.
I have to change some of the options.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I have changed them all, and I will admit everyone, and then I will open up breakout rooms. But Judge, if you can make the announcement that no one is to go to a breakout room unless specifically assigned, because
Okay.
it will invite everyone to a breakout room.
Oh, okay, thank you. Should I've got this Andres Campion. It's sending me messages. Am I supposed to be letting people in or is someone else taking care of that?
Oh, no, Judge, I've let everyone in.
Okay, all
And
right.
so right now I'm going to open up breakout rooms, but no one goes to a breakout room unless assigned to a breakout room.
Okay. So attorneys and, well, anyone really who is here for the docket this morning, please don't go into a breakout room unless you've been specifically assigned to one, okay? All right, Mr. Harkowitz. All right. I understand that Stephen Harkowitz, you were here first this morning on your client, Leo Robert Leos. Mr. Leos, are you here? Are you Mr. Leos?
Mr. Leos is supposed to be in jail, Judge.
Okay.
On here. Let me call the jail and see where they're at, Judge. Give me one second.
All right. How about Mr. Robert Ambrosino? Are you here?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I'm here.
Good
My client, Mario Zavala, I believe he's in the courtroom.
Mr. Zavala, can you answer up?
Yes, Your Honor, he is present in the courtroom.
Okay. And what did you want to get done today, counsel?
I believe I could confer on the case, Your Honor.
All right. So do you want to confer with the state or with your client?
With the state, I've
Okay.
talked to my client.
All right. Could someone put Mr. Ambrosino in the breakout room with the state, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Martin Guerra, are you there?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well.
Have you had contact with your client, Robert Hentnick?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, I believe he's signed on right now.
Martin Hentnick, could you answer up, please?
I'm present, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And counsel, what did you want to get done today?
Your Honor, if I could confer with the prosecutor, I'd appreciate that.
All right, very well. Norma, could you get him in a breakout room with the state, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Guerra, go to breakout room 3.
All right, is Mr. Ignacio Barreto?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm right here.
How are you? And your client, Israel Moncada?
Yes, ma'am. He's right here on the screen. I can see him.
Okay, could you answer up, please? Mr.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, what did you want to get done today?
I think I need to confer with a prosecutor. I had been speaking with Marcus Sanders.
Okay,
Is here available?
all right. Remember, could you put him in a breakout room with Marcus if he's available?
Yes, ma'am. Go to breakout room number 4.
Thank you.
And then Mr. Harkowitz, you're on the list as arriving early this morning. Can you hear me? And do you have a minute to talk? And his client is Robert Leos, and he's in jail, but I'm not hearing from the attorney, so. All right, who would be next? Are there some more that have arrived, or you just want me to call the docket? Let's see.
David Garcia arrived.
Okay,
And Mr. Ramirez.
And Ray Adams.
okay, Garcia.
Judge, I apologize. Were you looking for someone to confer on Robert Leos? My dogs were barking.
Oh,
so-
no, that's okay. The defense counsel hasn't answered. I was, he's on the list of having arrived early, but when I call, he's not, so I don't know, he may have been called away somewhere else, but yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
All right, no problem. David?
Good morning, Judge. How are you doing? It's good to
I'm
see
good.
you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
Doing great. So I've got Adon Alvarado. He's a prisoner. If you can throw me in a room with one of the prosecutors.
Okay. Norma, if you could do that, please. I'm sorry, tell me your client's name again.
Adon Alvarado.
Okay, thank you.
Go to breakout room number 5.
Thanks.
Howie?
Your Honor, I have Patrick Sanchez. He's in jail, but I want to talk to Mr. Sanders, State.
All right. You said your client's name is Sanchez, right?
Right, Your Honor. Patrick Sanchez.
Okay.
Good to see you there, by the way.
Good to see you too. All right, if you could put him in a breakout room, please. Norma?
Yes, ma'am. Go to breakout room number 6.
Adam, okay. Did you get in one, Roberto? They were going to put you in a breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor. Room 6. I'm about to go.
Okay. Okay, good morning, Ray. How are you doing?
Doing fine. Long time no see. I need to be in a breakout room with DA on Vernon Coleman.
Okay. All right, Norma, if you could get him there, please.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
Mr. Adams, go to breakout room number 7. Judge Ruben Flores is here.
All right. Ruben, are you out there? Mr. Flores?
It looks like he's having trouble with his audio, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Attorneys Campion and Hobbs are also on.
Thank you. Mr. Campion,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. And your client is Jaime Soto, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what did you want to do this morning?
I would like to confer with the state if that's possible.
Okay, very well. Norma, could you put him in a breakout room with the state, please, on Jaime Soto?
Yes, ma'am. Go to breakout room number 8.
Thank you very much.
Back, don't worry.
I'm sorry, who else did you say was out there?
It was me, Judge Colin Hobbs.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I've got Nathan Medina. He's on the Zoom as well this morning. I've been sick for about a week now. I was hoping to get this reset for another day, but if I need to confer with the state, I can. We have an offer on the table that requires my client to come up with some restitution. He's still working towards that, but he's made significant progress in the last month or so.
What is he charged with?
It's a motion to revoke probation. I think it was unlock UMV maybe.
And then are the allegations all money allegations, or I guess I could try to find that copy that.
I think there are some others as well, Your Honor.
Okay, let me have a look real quick. I should have that. So have you talked to the state at all this morning?
Not this morning. I've conferred with Meredith a couple times in the past, and she wanted her victim to get, I think there's 5,000 restitution in the case. My client has come up with about 1,500 right now. So she said that if we're able to get the full amount, that her offer would change from the actual state jail time to 1244. My client had an unexpected expense come up this month, so he's not as far into it as he wanted to be, but we should be able to get there hopefully fairly soon.
How long has he been working on getting that money together?
About a month, Your Honor. The state gave me an offer, and to go into too much detail, it's been a couple of bad months for my family. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. I've been out of town a lot for that because I have a brand new grandbaby for her that she hadn't seen very much due to the pandemic. Long story short, the offer was conveyed to me. I thought I set up an appointment with Mr. Medina to talk to him, but I didn't. And so it was right before court last time that I let him know that they had made that offer. So that falls on me, Your Honor.
How much time do you think you're going to need for your client to get this all done?
I would hope if you give me till January, it's fully squared away. If you can't give me that long, we'll get as much as we can together and do the best we can, Judge.
All right, let's reset it for a month. Tell him he needs to get it done, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
All righty.
Nathan, you're okay to log off. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Not yet.
Sorry.
I need to
sorry.
give you your court date.
Okay.
Don't leave
Sorry,
yet.
I thought, okay, perfect.
He needs to come back on the 15th of November.
Okay. And I'll text that to him right now as well.
Is he still on here?
Yeah, I see his box. I just don't see his face. His camera might not be activated, but
Where is he at? He needs to turn on his video.
Nathan, turn on your video real fast. He's on the bottom left of my screen, but I'm not sure it's the same for everyone's screen.
Can you unmute, Mr. Medina? Did you hear what the judge said?
Yes, ma'am. by
Okay.
next month, the
All right.
15th.
Yes, sir. All right, then. You're excused.
Thank you,
All
everybody.
right, thank
Y'all
you
have a
guys.
good
Have a
week.
wonderful day.
You too.
Norma, I finally got logged in.
Okay,
How are
awesome.
you, Ruben?
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Okay. Who's your client again?
My client is Diana Valdez.
Okay. And what do you want to get done this morning?
Well, Judge, they accepted her into the pretrial diversion program. I got an email on last Tuesday, but unfortunately I was in a jury trial in Atascosa all week last week. So I got her in today. She's here with me. We signed off on the agreement and emailed it to Ms. Chavez, who's in charge of the program. And so I'd like to get a short reset to get her started on the program. And that's pretty much it, Judge. She's here with me in my office. If you need to
Can I see her, Ruben? Okay, very good. Good morning. All right, thank you. So how much time do you need? A couple of weeks, or what do you need?
I don't know what the policy of the DA's office is. I think they want her to get started on the program and then they'll dismiss the case.
Well,
So
let me check with Norma real quick. Norma, do you know that since Ruben they have the paperwork and they're filling it out, is there another setting required in court or?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be 30 days. They can come back on November 16th.
Okay, very good. Does that work, Ruben?
that works perfect, Judge.
All right, we'll see you in 30 days.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, Mr. Ramirez has been here too.
Okay. Mr. Ramirez?
Morning, Your Honor. I represent Adrian Winters.
Okay.
And, matter before the court right now is a motion to reduce a bond. Mr. Winters and I have talked extensively, and the charges he's facing with the enhancements that he has he feels like he may need to consult with another attorney, and in order to do that, he needs to try to make bond to get out. In order to make bond, he needs to have it reduced. He just can't make it with where it is right now. So that's kind of where I am right now, Your Honor, where we are.
Well, but I mean, the matter is not just set for a motion to reduce bond. It's
No,
set.
no, Your Honor, it's not. But I'm asking the court to look at that because you asked, what do we want to do today?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I did ask that, but really what I meant to ask is, what do you want to get done on this case today? Like, do you need to confer with the state or talk
Yes.
more? You do?
Yes, Your Honor, and I would like to confer with the state and then with my client.
Okay, very good. So we'll put you in a breakout room with the state first, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty.
Mr. Ramirez, go to breakout room number 9.
Thank you.
Ambrosino is back from the breakout room, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Find him.
Judge, he needs to be put into a breakout room with the courtroom because I believe his client is there in person.
Oh, I see. Can you do that, Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Courtroom, can you go to breakout room number 2?
Yes.
Then Mr. Ambrosino, go back to breakout room 2, please.
Your Honor,
Yes,
I've conferred with the district attorney.
yes.
We're agreeing to a reset around maybe a December, middle of December.
Who is your client again, please?
That would be Mr. Moncada, Israel Moncada.
Okay, and why is there a need for a reset?
Because we're having some problems getting some labs report in.
What labs? This is an evading arrest, right?
Yes, ma'am, but it's also tied into a DWI.
Is it a DWI felony or
No,
just?
ma'am, it's a DWI misdemeanor.
So you need the lab report on the misdemeanor in order to resolve issues on the evading arrest case?
To be able to negotiate a plea bargain, yes.
Okay. All right, how much time do you need?
Sometime I could run you December 12th.
Like, not December 12th.
Mhm.
Can't do December 12th.
So I guess a regular reset, I mean.
Yes, ma'am, that's not a problem except for the fact that I do have a vacation letter in for the end of November. I think I can work it out if it ends up in that area. I'll let Norma know.
Can you come back on the 16th
Of what?
of November?
No, hold on. No, I think, hold on a second. Let me quick check. Okay. Yeah, I can do the 16th.
Okay, put you down for the 16th.
All righty, that'll work.
And is your client online?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, can I announce on my case?
Yes.
This is on Vernon Coleman.
Okay.
He's on here. It shows Ashley's A12. That's Mr. Coleman.
Mr. Coleman, could you answer up for a minute, please, so I can see you?
Unmute yourself. Mr. Coleman, unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Coleman. He's new at this Zoom stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to him on the phone. Do you know how to unmute yourself, Mr. Coleman? Can you wave at us? Uh-oh, where'd he go? Judge, he was there. And I have talked to him on the phone. I've given him the offer of the district attorney.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Good. Oh, hold it down. Oh, okay. All right.
Are you Mr. Coleman? That's not him, right, Ray?
Yeah, it's Ashley A12.
Oh, just hold it like that? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
He's turned his video is gone on.
Okay. I got you. I got you. Okay.
Mr. Pettis, Mr. Pettis, stop unmuting yourself. Thank you.
Do you think you could just call your client, Ray, and tell him to get back on? Or can you see?
He is on.
Oh, he is?
He's Ashley's A12 and he's muted himself and he doesn't know how to unmute. And he is now, he was on there, I could see him, and now he's not, his video's not on either. I can call him on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
He's got it.
I got it.
All right.
Okay. All right, so what are we going to do then?
He has asked that I set it for trial. And we haven't done discovery yet. We need to go do that.
Okay, very good. So is the state, who did you confer with the state?
I conferred with Michelle Hayden and she made me an offer.
Okay. And then have you filed a discovery motion, or does she know what you're requesting, or where are we?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
He's just been indicted, so I'm
Okay.
getting ready to file all those.
Very good. Okay, so if you'll take care of filing that before the next setting, but otherwise your request for continuance is granted.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Good to see you too. Bye-bye.
Mr. Adams, come back on the 16th.
Logged off, Norma.
That's okay. I'll just reset it by email. He can just get it.
His client is still on though.
Oh, okay. Mr. Coleman?
Yes, ma'am.
Your case is going to be set, when did you say, November 16th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your reset date is November 16th. Is that an in-person setting?
No, ma'am. It'll be via Zoom.
So it'll be on Zoom, November 16th.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm back on Mario Zavala.
Okay, what's going on?
I conferred with the state, and I conferred with my client, and I believe we have an agreement.
Okay.
However, he's in the courtroom. I'm not sure if he would be able to sign plea paperwork, or if they would be able to facilitate that.
I'm pretty sure there's a way that they do facilitate that. So
Yeah, we can do that. It
Yeah.
can just be printed by the clerks and they can do it old fashioned way.
Okay, I mean, if there's a way to do it, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Rob, can you just chat me which one he took?
Yeah.
And Meredith, you can also use Deputy Lada's email address for him to get paperwork as well.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You welcome.
Excuse me. Your Honor, since Norma said she's going to recall us on November the 16th, are myself and Mr. Moncada, my client, free to go?
yes, you are. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And Your Honor, I have Patrick Sanchez and I spoke to the state, Mr. Sanders, and we want to approach the bench.
You want to approach the bench?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have found, I think by now, Deborah should already have it, but I filed a motion for a mental health evaluation. I don't think the guy's incompetent, but he's already attempted suicide a few times, and I wanted the court to consider getting him some mental health evaluation to see if it's affecting him, all his behavior and everything else. So that's what our motion's on.
So it's not for competency or sanity?
At this point, Your Honor, I'm not sure if that's even in the picture. In my conversations with him, he seems like okay, but since he's trying to kill himself, I don't know what else is involved at different times. So that's what we're trying to figure out.
Okay, well, did that happen while he was in custody or when?
No, in custody, he's been fine. Before he got arrested for assaulting a police officer, he had a knife that his family called because they thought he was trying to kill himself out there. And all the officers that got there were really good. They all kind of, and a couple of them, one of the chief officers went and talked to the family. And of course, the family, it said that they said that they were going to send him to therapy and he'd be out in 3 days or so. And then this other, another one, the EMS people also told him the same thing. He's got mental health issues and stuff. We're trying to establish all of that together, but we're trying to identify the people that had that conversation.
Okay, so this is on its sixth setting, so it's getting right. And I would imagine that when the jury trials start back up, it's going to probably be in the stack that needs to get priority because of how old it is. You can certainly ask for evaluations or you know, in preparing a defense, so those issues might be relevant. Or if you think that it's tied up with the offense, then you might be asking for a sanity evaluation just to know if he, all those issues with regard to sanity. So, I mean, I'm going to grant you your continuance. And if you say, did you in this saying you want him on the trial docket? Is that what you said?
No, we haven't filed the motion for continuance, Your Honor. We just filed the motion to get some kind of mental health analysis or something like that. So that's what we have filed, and Your Honor should have it on the bench from the court coordinator. And so I don't know if it's there already.
Okay, well, we'll look at it, and I'm sure I can't see any reason why it wouldn't be granted. But I guess what I meant, are you not asking for a continuance then?
Well, I hadn't thought of asking for continuance.
Well, were you ready to go forward today, or what were you going to do then? I mean,
No, I hadn't filed the motion for continuance. I hadn't realized it was 6 times done. I've just gotten on this case about a month and a half ago or so.
Oh, I see.
And so I think that's why the court gave me a little bit of a chance to come over here. The only thing that was going to happen today before the court was whatever offer the state made, you know, she'd be going on her own for everything we happen to ask for and everything. It wouldn't be the state's involvement at that point. But I was talking to Mr. Sanders, and I think he was going to join us in a little bit. But I was trying to figure out, is he going to wait for us with the offer that we have on the air, or what's he going to do? You know, but my primary concern is getting this order.
Okay, that's not my primary concern, but I have already told you I'll probably read it and sign it, so that if you need to get him evaluated, or if it's going to go to trial and you need an expert or any of that. So did you say you want the state to step forward and discuss this also now? Or what?
Well, he's the one that told me we could both approach the bench.
All right. Well, is he available, Norma?
Judge, I'm here. I told him, I really didn't know what the solution was. So I said, just approach the bench and let the judge.
Well, I'd like to hear from you too, Marcus, on these requests. If you and the attorney have been conferring and you're available, I would like you to go ahead and step up and help me understand what exactly is going on. So this is on its 6th setting, and you've extended an offer. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And now, is this the first time, counsel, that you're bringing up this issue of needing a mental health evaluation for your client?
I think the last time we came here, Your Honor, I think I just been on his attorney for maybe about a couple of weeks before, and then we started looking at everything and started talking to more family. There's quite a bit of family involved in this, and then quite a bit of discovery. And so,
I mean, I think the thing for you to do, I'll look at the motion. I think they just sent it to me. Why don't you just stick around, counsel, or at least check back later after I've had a chance to review what your motion is actually requesting. So you want one of the doctors that does these competency and sanity evaluations to also do an evaluation of your client for other mental health issues that he might have, and you are not questioning his sanity or his competency. Is that my understanding? Or are you questioning his sanity or his competency?
I don't think I'm in a position where I really understand him at all, Your Honor. You know,
but it's just kind of, yeah, that's not your field. But if you have a concern that he may not have been competent or sane, then you ask for the evaluation, and then the doctors figure it out. If you're asking for that, that's easier for me to deal with, because that's what those doctors, that's their thing. That's why we use them, because competence, does he understand the proceedings? Or with sanity, was he sane at the time of the offense, and did he know right from wrong? So if you have questions about that, then that's when you file the motion for either a sanity or a competency, or both. I mean, you can ask for a competency first and then a sanity eval, however you want to do it. But if you think that you just want to know how he's doing, then I guess, you know, you need to see if he's gone to doctors, see if he's got a diagnosis. I mean, if the family was getting ready to send him to a hospital, then they probably do have a lot of information about his mental health issues, and maybe even a doctor that has treated him that can give you the information. So I'm kind of at a loss right now exactly what's going on there. But really, it's obvious to me that you're not ready to accept any kind of offer and enter a plea on this case today. I'm correct, right?
That's right. That's right, Your Honor.
So you're going to be asking for a continuance. Is that correct?
I will. I'll type one out and send it to the court.
I don't need you to type it out unless this court needs it in writing. I don't. But I do want you to check back this morning after I've had a chance to review that motion, so I can see if I can figure out what you're asking for.
All right, Your Honor, and then I'll correct whatever the court needs me to correct, and as I will request a continuance, Your Honor, verbally.
Okay, well, I'll give you a regular reset on that, and then we'll discuss the motion as soon as I've had a chance to review it, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, I'm going to go to the other courts and then I'll come back.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, well, I need to look at that motion to see what's what on that.
Your Honor, have conferred with the state, and if I could get with my client, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll give you your client's name again, please.
Adrian Winters. He's in the jail, and I see him. He's on the screen there.
Okay, Norma, could you put Mr. Ramirez in with Adrian Winters, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Ramirez, go back to room number 9 and I'll put your client in there.
Okay.
Mr. Winters, go to breakout room number 9.
Oh, it does say, oh goodness.
Lisa?
Wow, Raymond Martinez has 3 pages of the docket. Mr. Enriquez, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You are in the right courtroom. Your attorney hasn't arrived yet, okay?
Okay. I was just making sure.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, this is Andres Campion back from the breakout room.
Yes.
I've conferred with the state regarding Jaime Soto, and we're working towards kind of getting everything together. This is our first setting post indictment, and there are a couple of I believe like handbooks regarding the use of force requirements and things like that due to the uniqueness of this type of offense and the charges that are facing my client is facing. We would ask the court for a reset to allow us to kind of really get acclimated to everything.
Okay. I think you should know on the docket, it shows it as a second setting.
Right, and it probably shows that because there was a first setting that ended up getting reset. Neither my client nor myself appeared because we had contacted the court and had it moved from the docket.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. A regular reset then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's granted.
Thank you very much. And Your Honor, I've got another random question. I understand you're going to be on the bench this week.
Yes.
Are you up for doing magistrations and setting bonds on a case that is probably going to be in the 187?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll reach out to Norma and coordinate that.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. And Charles says hi.
Say hi for me, please.
Absolutely.
All right.
Mr. Soto, you're free to go.
And y'all come back on the 16th.
On November 16th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Norma.
You're welcome.
Judge, do I got permission to leave? I'm sorry.
Who was that? Who are?
Mr. Soto, I'm sorry about that, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're due back on November 16th.
Alrighty, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. I guess we lost Lisa. I thought she was here.
Yes, ma'am. Look, I think she logged out.
Okay.
Matt, can I see you in the breakout room?
Your Honor, Robert Ramirez for Adrian Winters, may I be heard?
Yes,
Um, I've conferred with the state and we have an offer, and I've conferred with my client. And he is wanting to see if there's a possibility of being able to get out, to be able to seek another attorney. So the state has made an offer, but he is not inclined to accept it. And so I'm asking for just one more reset to allow time for the motion to be considered and for me to file an appropriate motion.
Oh, are you gonna, has there been a motion filed for a bond reduction?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
And but the other motion I'm referring to is a motion to withdraw.
withdraw, okay. All right, and I don't know, is the state ready to proceed on the motion to reduce bond?
Judge, it was just filed yesterday in our system. Let me pull it up. I mean, we're not inclined to agree to any sort of reduction. We can probably hear it, but give me a few minutes to
have a look, and then if you need time, let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Ramirez, will you email me that motion? I'll chat you my email.
Okay, I sent him.
Hey, Brenna,
Yes, ma'am.
do you, Rafael Leal, the attorney, he showed up today, right?
I don't know if I've seen him.
Okay.
His client is here.
Right, and for some reason I had a note that he had gone into a breakout, the attorney had gone into a breakout room, but,
Let me see.
okay.
Yeah, I don't see him in there either.
Oh, okay, that must have been an error.
Your Honor, may I approach? I just conferred with my client as well as the state.
Okay,
Your Honor, it's come to my attention that there is a warrant that's active for my client, but I think it may have been entered by mistake.
well, do you want to check with the clerk or do you have more info? I mean, I can't do much with.
Well, I guess if there is a way to get you a copy of the violation report that was submitted on the 28th of September, and that way I can kind of go through what had happened.
Okay, I think,
I can put you in the breakout room, Martin, and you can ask the clerks to pull that for you.
Okay.
And Judge, I didn't see Rafael Leal. I'm kind of marking off the attorneys as.
okay.
And Judge Rafael Leal's in a capital in Hayes County.
Okay, well, his client, did you see the chat from his client?
No, I didn't. I don't.
It just said that, that Rafael just told him to come in today and ask for a continuance. So he was wondering so he was letting us know that.
He can just hold on and I'll answer him in just a few minutes.
Okay, very good.
Thank you. Let me move you first, Martin, then I'll get back.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, what was I doing? Oh, Martin, I'm moving you
to the clerk.
Clerks. I'm going to move you to 1.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Guerrero can come back on the 16th, Judge.
Okay.
Intelligent but also emotional. Oh, yes, yes.
Mr. Guerrero, did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you reset for November 15th.
Okay.
All right.
I can leave?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge Robert, the clerk's going to go ahead and send you the violation report as well as an order, which I think will clarify everything on Mr. Henry.
Okay, thanks. I'll look for it. Mhm.
Judge, Ms. Blake is here.
Okay, great. Angela?
Hey, Judge, if I
How are
could be,
you?
good,
Yes.
good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Can I be put in a breakout room with my client, Mr. Enriquez?
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Norma?
Angela, I'll put you in breakout room number 2.
Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Enriquez is here, right?
Yes, ma'am. I just put him in a breakout room with her.
Oh, you, okay, great, thanks.
And Judge, on Adrian Winters, we can have that bond reduction hearing. Just if you don't mind giving me a little bit to look at everything, and then we can do it.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready, and then we'll take it up.
Judge, Miss Wimmer is on.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Miss Wimmer, she's logged on.
Thank you. Judith?
Good morning. Great to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you doing?
Good, good. I was telling Miss Hayden, I guess how far you and I go back. Which makes us still 29, Judge.
Well, of course it does. And you look great. You haven't aged.
Oh, thank you. I was here till midnight last night. I still don't have much makeup on, but you know, just showing up is half the battle these days.
That's the truth. That's for sure. So.
Right. And I'm so thrilled about your daughter. I
you.
don't I don't know her personally, unfortunately, and I'm not brown nosing. So, but because you and I go back so far, I'm just thrilled she's there for so many reasons I won't go into, but I think you know what I mean.
Yes, but thank you so much. I'm equally thrilled.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it must be like having your child.
Super wonderful. Yeah.
I, on the other hand, am so glad my children took another route because
I know it's kind of a tough call. And I really thought I did my best to not push them, you know, in this direction. And all through college, she's like, yeah, I'm not going to law. And then all of a sudden, her senior year, she was getting ready to take the LSAT. I'm like, what? You know? And so, but if you ask her, she says it's because of stuff I said. So I don't know. I may have. I didn't mean to.
Yeah. Well, my kids are like, Mom, the last thing we want to be is like you, stressed out all the time.
Well, right. It's very stressful. Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's a choice, you know, so.
Yeah. But I think they have this overall mental picture of me of, you know, just hair on fire. And, you know, it's like, it's not like I wasn't there for every soccer game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah. So.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you.
I don't know. Thanks. I don't know if my motion has made it to you, Judge. This is on Renee Espinoza. It's a motion.
I don't think so. What is it? What's, were you requesting?
Motion for bond reduction.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
It's making its way to you right now, Judge.
Sorry. Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Robert.
Is that what it's set for? Is it set for, on the docket? Like, are you on the trial docket already?
No, Judge. Norma was kind enough to put me as an add-on. This case, Mr. Espinoza and I just found out last week that he had a warrant, and I looked into it, and the judge had noted that he hadn't made a court appearance in June, and both he and I were confused because we had court dates for May 27th, June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And he always comes to my office, and we've never missed a court date. But anyway, she recalled the bond forfeiture, the warrant, but the NISI had already been served on the bondsman. So he has to make a bond all over again.
Oh, okay.
And this guy's on disability after paying child support and insurance. He brings home like $300 a month.
Okay.
And there's no way he could pay another bond. So, and I've known him from this whole thing originates out of a family law matter. You know, people say, well, what kind of law do you do, family and criminal? And I say, you know, there's a real fine line between the two practices. So I know him from the criminal side, and I know the financial situation he's in. So I told him that I will post an attorney bond for him at no expense to him. But I wanted to see, and Ms. Hayden has been really great working with me on this, and she suggested we put it on the docket today. He's charged with continuous sexual abuse of a child, and the bond is at $50,000. So I'm just asking if the court could reduce it so that I don't have to fork out so much money to set it. That's the long and short of it.
Okay. And do you know whether the state is taking any position on a bond reduction in this case?
I think Ms. Hayden is on.
Yeah, Judge, it was just one that I felt better about going over it in court. He is charged with continuous sex abuse of a child. I can send you the report on that just for purposes of this hearing or purposes of making your bond determination. The bond is $50,000, which I think is appropriate in these types of circumstances. Obviously, this is a unique situation where Ms. Wimmert has said that his failure to appear and the issue with this bond is due to a lack of communication on her part, and it's something where she'll have to pay the bond. But I'm just hesitant to agree to a bond reduction in these types of circumstances and on this type of case when I do think the bond that is set is an appropriate bond.
Okay, did you say you would forward me a police report so I could see what happened on the case?
Yes, I'll send that right now.
Okay, if you would.
And would you like me to send it to anyone else?
No, I don't think so. Mhm.
And Judge Herr, would you chat me your email address?
Sure.
Is Meredith available to talk to?
Yes, I am, Angela.
Okay, okay.
I can put us in a breakout room.
Yeah, please.
How do you get it to send? It won't go.
Is that at the outlook.com one? Is that the correct one?
Yeah.
Okay, I have it. I'll send it.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Norma.
Yes, ma'am.
We're doing paperwork on Julian Enriquez. It will need a PSI date. But
Can
can I be,
you put that in the chat?
sorry?
Can you put it in the chat?
Yeah, sorry.
Judge, did you happen to receive that paperwork from Robert regarding Mr. Hentnick?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Just give me a second. What is it again, Mr. Hentnick?
It's going to be a violation report as well as an order signed by Judge Boyd from
Oh, that's
September
right.
10th.
Okay. Yeah, I've kind of got a stack here. Give me just a second and I'll check. Oh, here it is. All right, on Mr. Hentnick, what I have is, unless he sent me something else, it's an order on a motion to modify conditions of bond. And it says that he's supposed to obtain ignition interlock in lieu of scram. Is there something
That's
else?
correct.
Okay.
But just to give you some background, what happened back in September, I think 7th or 8th, we had a brief hearing in front of Judge Boyd because his ignition interlock hadn't been calibrated for a period of time because his truck was in the shop. And at that time, he said, I don't think I'll be able to get it back soon. And so she had ordered scram. Well, after a great deal of sacrifice on his part, he was able to put the money together. He got his truck out of the shop the very next day, actually. And he got ignition interlock up and running. At that time, I filed a motion to modify, asking the judge to just rescind the order of scram since he already had the truck back and ignition interlock was up and running, and which she agreed to. I had left a voicemail message with pretrial services explaining that, she no longer is ordering scram and he can go ahead and get ignition interlock calibrated. And I thought that issue had been taken care of. And then just a few days ago, I guess they submitted this violation report again.
Okay, so all I'm seeing, can I see the violation report too, though? Instead of just that order saying that it's okay for him to get ignition interlock. So I've got that in front of me. But if I could see the violation report, I don't think he sent that to me. Robert, are you out there?
Judge, there's Lupe. I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, I thought he had sent that, but maybe not.
Sorry, Judge, I was out in the courtroom.
Okay.
I sent you the second pretrial violation report. I think. Do you want the first one as well?
Well, so unless I'm not looking at the right thing, but what I have in front of me is the order on a motion to modify conditions of bond. So it's just, it's not a violation report.
There should be, I think, 2 attachments on that email.
Oh, there should? Hold on.
Yeah, if not, I can send the violation report separate.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing another attachment. What's this?
Okay, I sent you another email with just the violation report.
Thank you. Okay, let me look for that. Judith, are you out there?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. Do either of you want this on the I'm going to reduce the bond to 25,000, I understand, not that the 50,000 was inappropriate, but that he had already made that bond, and then because of a circumstance, it ends up causing him to have to post another bond. So I understand the hardship on that, but I'm curious about, were there conditions of bond? Was he on any kind of house arrest or no contact with children, or was any of that ordered?
As I remember, there's no contact with children for sure. And that's one reason why his little girl is now living with his mother.
All right.
So as far as other conditions, there's no house arrest or anything like that.
Okay.
I would assume all those conditions would remain in place, and that's not a problem at all, Judge.
Okay, I printed it up, so I'm going to write down the conditions that I want. I'm going to set the bond at 25,000. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Judge.
You're
And thank
welcome.
you, Michelle. You've been so kind, if she's still around. And always good to see you. See you on
Good
your
to see you too.
see you on your 30th birthday. Hey, I'm sorry to say, hey, I became a grandma last month for the first
Oh, well,
time.
congratulations.
Thank
Is
you.
it a little girl or boy or what?
Little boy, Jack.
Oh,
and,
Jack, cute.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for some good times then.
I know. What a blessing. Okay, thanks for
All
putting
right,
up with
see ya.
me, Judge. See you
Okay.
later. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. This is so weird. Oh. Here we go. All right.
Judge, Attorney Winter is on.
Which attorney? I'm sorry.
Mr. Winter.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll be with them in just a second. Martin,
Yes, Judge.
it does say something about on that violation report about he was pending a monthly calibration with the ignition interlock device set on 10/19/21. Is he current on the calibration?
He is, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, he had it calibrated yesterday.
And has he been doing it as ordered by pretrial services, or is this a ongoing issue about him getting in there to get the calibration when it's due? Do you know?
No,
I mean,
the only time he ever had an issue with calibration was when his truck was in the shop. But since then, everything's been fine.
okay. And then did Judge Boyd sign off on issuing the judge's warrant, Martin?
Well, she did. I mean, I'm assuming it was because of what was read in that violation report. I mean, again, when I looked at the violation report, it said that there was a motion that was filed. It failed to state that the judge had signed the order rescinding Scram.
Okay. All right, so what's your request? You just want me to recall the warrant or what?
That's correct.
All right. Okay, I'll go ahead and recall the warrant.
Thank you, Judge.
You're
And
welcome.
just
Mhm.
also, like I said, I did go ahead and I conferred with Hunter, but we're going to stay on the trial docket at this point.
Okay. So you'll need, did you get a setting yet from Norma?
I have not.
Okay, so I'm gonna, and you're on the trial, you want to be on the trial docket? Is that what you said?
Yes, I mean, it's actually our first trial setting, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
Martin, did you need to get the blood independently tested?
Yes, I am going to do that.
Did you want to do that before we put it on the trial docket?
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be a good idea.
Come back on the 15th.
And Norma, I'm gonna recall the warrants. I don't know if you want to send me something to sign or whatever.
I'll have the clerk send you something right now, Judge.
Okay, I know there's another lawyer waiting. I just forgot who it was.
That would be me, Your Honor. I was waiting on the hearing on the motion to reduce bond, and I thank you for taking it up today.
Okay.
Mr. Winters.
State, are you ready to proceed on the bond reduction?
Yes, Your Honor.
Everybody reach over to grab them.
Who is handling it for the state?
I believe it was Michelle Hayden, Your Honor.
Okay.
That is me, Judge.
Are you ready, Michelle, or do you need more time?
Yes, I'll be ready in just a minute. Let me just do one thing.
Okay.
Judge, John Winters is here if you want to take up something with him.
Okay. Mr. Winters?
Yeah, good morning, Judge.
Morning, how are you?
So I can't remember who I was conferring with last time. I think it might have been Meredith. It was on Deborah Holiday. She has a hindering apprehension case. Does that sound right, Meredith? Were we?
I remember.
Okay. Do y'all
Okay.
want to get the breakout room then, or?
Yeah.
I can confer.
Okay, thank you.
Meredith, do you want to move him or do you want me to move him?
I can do it, Norma.
All right, thank you. Mr. Bruce. And Judge, Mr. Garcia wanted to approach as well, David Garcia.
Okay. David?
Morning, Judge. I've conferred with my client and with the state. If we can get a reset for 30 or 60 days to come back, my My client had a previous attorney that was retained. I'm on it now. This is really like the 1.5 setting. The first setting was 2 weeks ago. And so I think there's still some investigation that needs to be done, Judge.
Okay. Did the state make an offer yet? Or?
They didn't. I think they want to talk to the alleged victims, and I want to speak to my client and his witnesses first.
Okay. Who did you confer with today?
With Hunter?
We confer, Judge.
Hunter, will you be ready to make an offer at the next setting, please?
I believe we will. Yes, Judge.
Okay. I mean, you really, I believe offers should be made at the first setting. And then if you need to change them later, that's fine, but whatever. So just make sure you give them an offer at the next setting, no matter what's going on. And then, yes, I'll grant your request for a 30-day reset.
Thanks, Judge.
Give me 1 second.
What day?
We can come back on this one. We can come back on the 29th. We'll do the 29th.
Of
November.
All right. You guys have a great day.
You too.
It's great seeing you, Judge.
Good
Y'all
to
take
see
care.
you. All right. Is there anyone else waiting to approach other than Mr. Ramirez's bond reduction hearing?
I think Mr. Herkowitz did. Oh, wait. No, he needs to talk to a prosecutor.
Okay.
And Norma, I just spoke to Mr. Harkowitz. I said, gave him an offer. I think he was going to talk to his client unless he needs to talk to me again.
Yeah, he needs to talk to you again. Sure.
Yeah, I've talked to my client. I need to talk to you again.
Judge, would you prefer to do the hearing first or have me step into a breakout room with Mr. Harkowitz?
I'd like to do that hearing first.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be on hold.
Okay, it won't take long, I don't think. All right, Mr. Ramirez, counsel, are you there?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, so we're taking up a bond reduction matter on Adrian Winters, cause number 2021 CR 6160. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Michelle Hayden for the state.
Robert Ramirez for Mr. Winters.
All right, it's your motion. Please proceed, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. He was originally set with a $30,000 and $8,000 bond. He has tried very much to try to make these bonds. He is indigent, hence he has an appointed attorney. However, he had some money saved up that he was planning to use for his college. In fact, this was the source of the argument that's going to be mentioned in these police reports that you're being offered between him and the alleged victim. So he is able to come up only with a certain amount. The amounts we put in there, we're asking for a bond reduction to $15,000 and $4,000 respectively, Your Honor. His mother can serve as a co-surety. He's planning to live with his mother and apart from the alleged victim. And he has been incarcerated since the day of his arrest, and he hasn't been able to work or make any other money to possibly generate income to pay for not only the bonds, but his possibly hiring an attorney. So it's fundamentally affecting his ability to assist in his defense. I know that the state is doing what I would do if I were in her shoes and look at the guidelines under the statutes for in the codes of criminal procedure for setting of bonds in specific types of cases. But justice, Your Honor, is a creature of circumstance and of the case. And in this case, Mr. Winters is fundamentally affected by his lack of ability to make the bond as they are now. He just simply can't make it, and so he's essentially stuck in an untenable position, and he's facing a lot of time, Your Honor. The no contact condition would be sufficient to protect the victim, and he would not be possessing any. Of course, he can't anyway because he is a convicted felon, possess firearms or any dangerous weapons. And if Your Honor thought it would appropriate to ease the concerns of the ADA, we'd even would ask that if Your Honor would, if it was a deal breaker, would ask that Your Honor consider an ankle monitor, but he'd be allowed to work as a partial condition, a partial house arrest, so he can work and go to school and be able to do that and go to his lawyer's office, etc. So we ask that you grant the relief requested, Your Honor.
What says the state?
Judge, we strongly oppose any reduction in bond under either one of these cases. In support of our argument, we're offering States Exhibit 1, which is the police report into evidence, States Exhibit 2, which are the EMS records of the victim in this case, into evidence, and States Exhibit 3, the defendant's Bexar County criminal history into evidence, pending any objection from defense counsel.
No objection.
All right, they're admitted.
Okay. And Judge, would you prefer to review those before I make my argument, or would you rather I make my argument and then review them?
Well, I'll either review them unless you want to just tell me basically what's in them. Otherwise, I'll read them.
So basically, this defendant has an extensive criminal history. He's got 15 prior convictions, many more arrests. 9 of his convictions include victims, several which include assault, family violence offenses. He's been to prison 3 different times, making him a habitual on each of these cases. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison in 2003 for aggravated assault, serious bodily injury. And then again, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison for assault family second, which is what he's charged with in the first offense that we're dealing with. Sentenced to 3 years in prison in 2010. And then again, in 2017, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison for evading arrest with a vehicle. The other case that we're dealing with here is an evading arrest case. So based on his criminal history, aggravating factors in this case, the victim had to get stitches above her eyebrow. And I would draw the court's attention, I know you haven't read it yet, but there is a paragraph in one of the pages of the report where police describe the victim as being exceedingly afraid, and following seeing officers arrest the defendant, she was unwilling to cooperate. She appeared to be distressed, and she claimed that he would return after being arrested and the situation could be worse. So obviously she's concerned about her safety. Given the fact that he's got 3 pending cases, the fact that he caused visible injury to our victim in this case, which had to be medically treated, and the 3 different bonds that he's looking at, and the fact that he is a habitual in both these cases, we don't feel that any sort of reduction is appropriate, that the bonds are appropriate as they currently are.
All right. Anything further then from either side?
Your Honor, I feel compelled to just make mention, because my client has informed me that the victim has reached out to my client many times in jail. And it's just, things are not what they seem. You know, we're not trying to try the case here, but things are not what they seem with the victim. I don't deny that she demonstrated bleeding according to the police reports and the videos that I saw, but the source of those cuts is what's under contention. She also has signed an affidavit of non-prosecution. She asked me to prepare that, and it was completely on her own. And she has, I understand, refused numerous calls from the investigator to cooperate in further prosecution of this case. And I know that is not untypical in cases like these, but I just wanted to point that out, Your Honor, that it was the victim reaching out to my client, who's been in jail the entire time and has no way of doing otherwise.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, based on all the information I've been given, the $30,000 bond I'll reduce to $25,000, and I'm going to keep the $8,000 bond where it is. If he is released, obviously it's going to be on a monitor, GPS, full house arrest. A no contact order with the victim. The GPS can be partial only for him to go to work if he should get out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, may I ask for just a reset to allow time to prepare an appropriate motion to
withdraw? That's fine. Well, do you want to do that? I mean, can you do that fairly quickly, counsel? I mean, could you prepare? Do you feel like you have other stuff to do, or can you just prepare the motion and submit it to the court? And the other thing is, yeah, just, you know, I almost want to keep you on the case until he actually does have another lawyer. You know?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I of course,
Yeah.
unless and until he.
Like, yeah, brings the court like a notice of retained counsel with another lawyer. I kind of want you to stay on the case, you know?
For the reasons that I'll put forth in my motion, I think that even if he can't, I would still put forward on the motion, so.
So even if he, let me just make sure that I understand that you will not want to continue representation, even if he ends up not being able to hire an attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Like if he decides he's going to actually need a court-appointed attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
you want off the case. That's
Yes, Your
basically the bottom line. Okay. So timing wise, I'm trying to figure out how to do that really. So
I can prepare the motion within this and have it filed by the end of the week, Your Honor. And
is your client listening? I guess I should have asked that.
yes, Your Honor, he's here.
How long does he think it's going to take him to hire another attorney, or is he now requesting a court-appointed attorney?
I'm not clear on either of those points, Your Honor, but my understanding was he needed to first make bond before he can then seek another attorney.
You know what? Just file your motion. I guess we'll figure it out at that. Can he answer up? I know, is he in the courtroom or what?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, so
I was hoping to obtain the reduction, ma'am, Your Honor, in order to be able to obtain a free road attorney. I was going to college and doing what I had to do, and
I've listened to all of that, but my question is, the bonds are set now at 25 and 8,000. Your attorney, you want to find a new attorney. You don't want the attorney that you have. Is that correct?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And if you're not able to hire an attorney, will you be requesting a court-appointed attorney?
Correct, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
And when will you know?
As soon as I figure out if I could, how much it's going to be for me to get out on bond.
All right, well, counsel, file your motion, but I don't know. If it were me, I don't know if I'll still be here, but I won't let you off until he's either got a new attorney that he hired or until we've appointed him an attorney. I'm just not going to leave him unrepresented.
No, I firmly agree with that, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, well, so I guess that's the plan, but yeah.
Yes,
go
Your
ahead,
Honor.
file your motion, and we'll give the case a regular reset, and then we'll see where we are 30 days from now.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your
Okay,
Honor.
you're very welcome.
Thank you.
You know, may I be excused?
Yes, you may. You have a good day.
Take care, Adrian.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
The judge, you said come back in 30 days?
Yeah, give him a regular reset.
This girl here lied on me. Nothing.
Judge, I think John Winters is back from the breakout room.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Winters?
Morning, Judge. So Deborah Holiday, is she present?
Deborah Holiday?
She just logged off, Judge.
I'm here. I'm here, ma'am. I'm here, Judge.
I see her.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I guess there were one or two things that Meredith and I wanted to go over with her.
Okay, do you want to get to the breakout room with her then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
I don't see Meredith now, so I don't.
I'm here. We can go.
Oh, okay.
How do I do it, Shelby?
They're gonna pull you into it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Ask her how did she break you out into the room, or if they can.
And Judge Lisa just logged in.
Okay. Lisa?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not in the same break room as
What are we doing on the, with Martin?
Well, Martin Rodriguez, he's supposed to be there and live in the courtroom because last time the judge said he couldn't be by Zoom anymore. And then I was going to confer with the state again on it.
Okay, so you want to confer with the state first?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very well.
And Judge Stephen is back from the breakout.
Okay, give me just a second.
I was trying to get Michelle's attention to visit with her again.
Okay, I'll meet you back in the breakout room.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Harkowitz? Or did he go to a breakout room?
He went to a breakout room, Judge.
Okay.
Well, Judge, I just wanted to let you know that I had turned in paperwork on Mario Zavala for a plea.
Okay, I'll look for it.
Okay, thanks. Well, it's not really up to them.
On that Mario Zavala, should I have the paperwork that includes what the plea agreement is?
You should have a judge, but if you need it, I can email it to you.
Because I've got like the state, let me look at this and see. Here's the court's admonishments. Oh, I've got it. Okay. Let's see. All right. Is everyone ready to proceed on the Mario Zavala plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, he's in the courtroom. So I guess he just, there he is.
Mr. Zavala, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. All right, the court will take up cause number 2021 CR 7277, the state of Texas versus Mario Zavala. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
Roberto Ambrosino for the defense.
Thank you. All right. The first documents that I have in front of me are the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And then, what else is here? Just a certificate of appeal. All right, so counsel, you've signed, state, did you sign one of these as well?
Did I sign which one, Judge?
The defendant, the consent to plea by video conference?
No, Your Honor. Typically, we just put that on the record.
Okay, well then, am I to understand that neither party has any objection to proceeding in this manner? Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And then did both parties sign a discovery acknowledgement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so counsel, you're satisfied that you received all the discovery that you requested and that you were entitled to?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very well. All right, Mr. Zavala, you stand charged with the offense of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. And that offense is a state jail felony. So the range of punishment is a minimum of 180 days to a maximum of 2 years in the state jail facility and a possible fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to have the witnesses brought in and have the state prove the case up beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses. And you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They're contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
And did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am, I believe so.
All right. And did you sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that when you signed the paperwork that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I just went over with you?
Correct.
And is that what you want to do?
Well, I believe that I signed papers for probation.
Right now, I'm talking about the plea paperwork that sets out your right to a jury trial, to have the witnesses brought in. And by signing, did you understand that you were giving up your right to a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page It indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
There were not.
All right, so that means if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In reviewing the terms of the plea agreement, it indicates that in return for your plea to this offense, the state has agreed to recommend that punishment be assessed at 180 days in the state jail facility, a fine of $1,000, but the fine will be probated for as long as you are complying with the conditions of your probation, that there is no application for deferred adjudication, that the state is recommending in favor of your application for community supervision, and that you will pay restitution to the victim in this case, and that the amount will be determined by the probation department. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, is that your understanding? Counsel?
Excuse me, Your Honor. Even if I didn't steal the moped, I still have to pay restitution on it?
Well, did he get it back in good condition? I mean, that's the question.
I bought it and 20 minutes later I got arrested.
That's not the question. The question is, was it in good condition or was it damaged?
No, it was in good condition.
Well, okay, the person that gets to say, and whether there is any restitution owing is the victim in the case. And the probation department will look into that matter to see if there's any restitution owing. So there's no number here yet because the probation department needs to investigate that.
Okay.
Okay. Counsel, was that your understanding of the plea agreement?
It is, Your Honor. Just in terms of the supervisory fee, I just wanted to mention.
You know what? We're getting way off track. I probably shouldn't even have answered that. Right. Can I just go with my script or else we'll just have to start all over? The question right now is I just went over all the terms of the plea agreement. I want to know if that is the plea agreement as all the parties understood it to be.
It is.
All right.
And Judge, one additional thing, we were waiving the enhancement. I believe he was charged as a second degree, as a habitual on the state jail, but we waived that and we're proceeding on just the state jail.
Okay, thank you. All right, so, and that's why, and it was left blank where it says he agrees, to prior enhancements. So I think that's sort of reflected, but that's good. Okay, so the prosecution was proceeding only on count one. Was there another count or is
No,
it?
Judge, the drop-down box doesn't have that as an option. So I just put that, and then in the descriptive terms, I said we waive the habitual enhancement. There wasn't another count.
Okay, thank you. All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Were those immigration consequences explained to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, is your client able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
He was.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
I believe he does.
And in your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In that case, Mr. Zavala, to the charge of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right. Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to enter your no contest plea?
No, Your Honor.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I'll accept a no contest plea and ask the state to offer its proof.
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
All right. They're admitted. Yeah, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient to support your no contest plea. Are you all requesting a PSI?
No, Your Honor. We'll waive the PSI.
What says the state? Do you want a PSI?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Are both sides ready then to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at 180 days in the state jail facility. That will be probated for 2 years. There was a fine of $1,000, right? But probated, as I recall.
Well, I believe so. And Your Honor, he is indigent. He resides at Haven for Hope. I'd hope that you take that into consideration with assessing advisory fees.
All right, well, that'll be probated, for as long as he's complying with the conditions of his probation. And then let's get a TAP evaluation and follow the recommendations. Is there anything else? Oh, you asked for community service, 120 hours. All right, is there anything else? Do you have any other questions, Mr. Zavala? And counsel, yes?
Ma'am, I am disabled. Can you maybe help me out a little bit more on the community service that I don't work?
Okay, well, you can discuss that with your probation officer, and if it's, if the situation is such that your disabilities prevent you from being able to do any kind of community service, then of course we'll work with you. But we'll need more information before we make that decision. Counsel, was there any, you're welcome. Counsel, was there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, your client needs to get into a breakout room with probation before he leaves to get his instructions. Other than that, we're done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too.
Mhm.
Courtroom, can I see him in number 1, please?
Can I be put back in a breakout room with Meredith, please? And this is John Winters.
Another room.
And Judge, Lisa's here and Victoria's here as well.
Okay, thank you. Lisa, what's happening with your client?
Your Honor, my client, I think, just arrived in the courtroom, and so I need to confer with him.
Oh, okay. Norma, would you get them in a breakout room so she can confer with her client?
Yes, ma'am. Lisa, it's going to be a few minutes because I think the probation officer is with another defendant right now.
Okay.
Just a few minutes.
And then who else did you say was here?
Victoria Cruz.
Okay. Victoria?
Your Honor, good morning. My client, April Ramirez, I'm sorry, was actually taken into custody this morning on a new warrant that was just filed last week. I really want to talk to Tom about, because we weren't.
I'm sorry, I missed it. You were breaking in and outside. She has a warrant, and who do you want to talk to?
Either Hunter or Tom, but I just want to make sure that her other bonds aren't revoked or forfeited because the only reason she's not logged on is because she was just arrested this morning in her house.
Okay. Probably need to talk to the clerk or something to see what's happened, or the state can probably.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you want to get in a breakout room with the state?
Yes, please, Your Honor, either Tom or Hunter.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hunter, do you want to move her?
Sure, I can move her.
Okay. Angela, did you need to be in a breakout room with your client?
I'm still waiting on the paperwork from Meredith. I got your paperwork,
Okay.
but I'm just waiting on Meredith's.
Okay.
But yeah, once that's in, we're ready to talk.
Okay.
Norma, I just got Meredith's. Can I go ahead and be put in a breakout room with Mr. Enriquez?
I'll put you in 3.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Hey, Norma.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we go in a breakout room for a minute?
Yes, ma'am. I can meet you in 3, Judge.
Okay, thanks.
Lisa, can you go to breakout room 10?
Hey, Norma?
Yes, sir.
Hey, so we're looking to reset Deborah Holiday. Do we need to wait for the judge or can you do that?
Yes, sir. We need to wait for the judge.
Okay.
She just took a quick break. She'll be right back.
Lisa?
Yes, Your Honor, I conferred with my client and he would like to proceed to trial.
Okay. Let's see. And Norma, did you hear that? Can you give them a trial setting, please?
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Lisa, were y'all given a plea deadline already? By Judge Boyd?
I don't recall that.
Let me pull the file. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Judge, it looks like she was not given a plea deadline yet, or he was not given one.
Okay.
I can recall it back in 30 days.
Okay.
We can come back on the 16th, the 15th to the 16th, Lisa.
Okay.
And then from there, Judge Boyd we can decide the trial date if he doesn't decide to take it from there.
Okay. Can we do the 16th?
Sure. We can do the 16th.
Okay.
Let's find out. Okay, Judge, they can be excused.
Okay, very good. Y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Did my client hear the new date?
Is he still, is he in the courtroom?
He's in
Yes,
the
he
courtroom.
is.
It looks like he got a reset date, Judge. It looks like it.
Okay.
You got it? Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a good afternoon.
You too.
Oh, Judge, I was talking with Victoria. Did Lisa's client not?
He wants a trial date.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Judge, can I announce on Deborah Holiday?
Sure.
Okay, so I've conferred with Meredith. We may be able to resolve this at the next setting, so we just like a regular reset.
Okay. That's granted.
Yeah, defense is going to provide some documents that will hopefully resolve the case.
Okay, very good. Let's get a date from Norma.
The 16th as well, Judge.
Okay.
What was the date?
November 16th.
Okay, did you hear that, Deborah? I'm going to take that as a yes. May we be excused?
Just make sure she follows up with the pretrial services.
Yes, I will.
Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Y'all have a great day.
You too. Have a good afternoon.
We approach on April Ramirez, please.
I don't know how you go back to this.
May I approach?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. On April Ramirez, I have conferred.
Okay.
She's got a lot. I think it might be 15.
Mhm.
Those are all my bonds, except for the last one that the case was just filed yesterday and she was picked up this morning. Hunter confirmed on his end that she's at the South Tower, so she's in custody. I asked of the court that we may be given a reset date, but that her bonds on the existing cases remain. We are not planning to bond her out on the new case, but it is a circus and we're trying to figure out exactly what cases are going to be filed that are remaining so that we can take it into account in the offer. We do have an offer. It's just new things keep popping up.
What are the new cases?
They're all very of tampering with government documents, some kind of credit card theft. The problem is that the offense dates are older than the case than they're actually being filed. So it seems that somebody's filing older cases. It's not the actual DAs. So we're trying to get to the bottom of where they're originating from.
Really? That's curious. But so she's not picking up new cases while she's out on bond.
We are trying to figure out what the actual offense dates are on those because they are kind of like fraudulent cases. Hunter explained that they may be, the offense dates may be towards the end of a span of time instead of the actual date of occurrence.
Okay, so tell me again what you're requesting.
A reset and that the bonds on her current cases remain active.
Okay. In other words, you don't want the state to file a motion to increase bond, or is it that, what do you?
Or Judge, if I may. I think defense was concerned that because she is not present on Zoom, that she would have her bonds forfeited.
Oh,
what we're trying to avoid.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Hunter. That's exactly what I was saying.
And I did check, Judge. She does appear to be getting processed.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. Yeah, we're not going to do it. We won't call that a bond forfeiture then for her not being here. So, all right. And then you need a reset, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, that's granted. Get a date from Norma. Okay.
And then Judge and Victoria, I did call the DA in the South Tower, and they're looking to see if we can get a copy of the warrant, just so you know what she was arrested for. It does appear to be a different charge than those the court has, but we're not sure what the offense date is yet.
That's a lot of time. Thank you.
South Tower. What's that? What is that?
Oh, that's where the magistrate is, Judge, in the jail.
Okay. All
That's
right.
where the booking.
Okay. It just conjures up this weird mental image. I couldn't figure it out. Okay, thank you. South Tower somewhere. All right. Let's get a date.
No, you want me to wait for a date or?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Let me, I can give you the 30th, November 30th.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okie dokie. Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Should I have everything on that Julian Enriquez plea? Trying to see if I have the plea agreement.
I believe so, Judge. I think 2 things have been signed already.
Judge Robert says that you should have all that paperwork already.
Okay, I should have everything I need.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is everyone ready then to proceed on this?
Yes, Judge.
The court will take up cause number 2021 CR 7966, the state of Texas versus Julian Andrew Enriquez. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
Angela Blake, attorney for Mr. Enriquez, present and ready.
Thank you. And Mr. Enriquez, could you hear the proceedings?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Enriquez, in this cause number, you stand charged with the offense of evading arrest with a motor vehicle. Do you understand that that's what you're charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
This offense is a 3rd-degree felony. The range, is there an enhancement on this? Or you're waiving?
There is, Judge, but we're waiving the enhancement paragraph.
Okay. All right. And so without the enhancements, it's a 3rd-degree felony?
Correct.
All right, so the range of punishment would be a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and a possible fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses, and you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
They are contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did she explain your rights to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you in fact sign the paperwork?
I did. Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand that when you signed, the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I just went over with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so that means if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission. But generally, the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
In reviewing the terms of the plea agreement, it indicates that in return for your plea to this offense, the state has agreed to recommend that punishment be assessed at a cap of 5 years confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, a fine of $1,500. The state is opposing your applications for community supervision and deferred adjudication, and they agree to take into consideration cause number 2021 CR 7967. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion of admission to the United States, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And counsel, was there application for deferred adjudication?
No, Your Honor, only straight probation.
Okay, very well. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
In that case, Mr. Enriquez, to the charge of evading arrest with a motor vehicle, how do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, Your Honor.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now accept the no contest plea and ask the state to offer its proof.
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, they're admitted. I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient to support your no contest plea. I'm not going to make any other findings at this time. I'm going to order a PSI and a TAP evaluation. When those are complete, it'll come back to court for sentencing. Is there anything further from either side?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor, just the date.
Okay.
Sorry, I was on mute. January 7th. I mean, December 7th, sorry.
You said what, December 7th?
Yeah, December 7th, sorry.
Okay, is that in person, Norma, or?
It should be since we're opposed.
Okay. That's good to me. 9 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am, 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. So Mr. Enriquez, you can log off.
Okay, what was the
No,
date
no,
again?
no, I need to speak with him.
Oh, sorry.
This is probation.
Talk to probation first, but 12/7.
Okay, 12/7.
Yeah.
So I stay on then, right?
I stay
Yes.
on probation.
Okay.
To talk to you.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Thank you.
You'll move in, Rebecca?
Yes, if you can go to room 1, I'm gonna be sending you there, okay?
Okay.
I sent the link to you for you. Thank you.
Norma, this is Ed Garza. I'm back. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I had sent you a note letting you know I'd be running late because I had 2 pleas, one in Judge O'Connell's court and another in Judge Skinner's court.
Judge Herr is here?
Yes.
Sure.
Who's your client?
Colt Boone, Judge. I'll probably need a breakout room.
Okay, very well.
With your client or with the prosecutor?
The state, whoever's, if there's somebody available with the state.
I believe I've looked at these cases, Judge. I'll
Right.
talk with
It's
Mr. Garza.
Hunter's
Okay.
case.
Very good. Thank you.
So what room are we in?
I think Hunter will move you.
Okay, thank you.
I have some of the paperwork on Leo Robert Leos, but I don't believe I have the actual plea agreement, and I don't think I have the admonishments.
Judge Joe Ray was working on the plea paperwork for the drug case. He's actually, for whatever reason, it hasn't gone through to the defense attorney, even though it's the same email address I use. So we're checking on that. And then everything should be done for the family violence case. Let me see. I sent it to your email address.
Okay. Let me look again, see if I have all of that.
I think the let me check on Adobe where everything is right now.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, it says the plea paperwork for the family violence case is with Robert Luna right now.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let them know.
Okay. I can replace with Lupe too, whatever's the best.
Robert's still here. I'll let him know. Robert said he only has one. Is that right, Michelle?
The discovery, okay, yeah, he just signed that one. Yeah, for whatever reason, did Steven step away? I don't see him on the chat.
He's in breakout room 2 with Robert. And
okay. For whatever reason, the drug paperwork is saying it's undeliverable to him. I don't know if his inbox is full. I'll check with him and see if there's another email we can send it to.
Okay.
Can we send it to, I was just thinking maybe we could send it to like the court could forward it over or something. I don't know.
I'll check with, it's the same one, so I don't know what the problem is, but I'll ask him real quick.
Can you send them to phone numbers? Has anybody ever tried that? I wonder if that's doable.
I have not. I don't think we've tried that before.
Okay.
Judge, I'm gonna make Brenna host for just a few minutes. I'm just gonna step away for just a few seconds.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna step away for a minute, like, 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, Brenna, I'm gonna make you host for just a second.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I just looked it up and you can send it via phone. There's like a drop down on the right that
Oh,
says
really?
like email, but then it also says there's also an option for phone number. Just a thought in case this happens again for the judicial economy.
And is it because your emails are full that they can't send it, or is it?
I'm not sure why. I think it's just another alternative option if you can't get a hold of somebody's email.
Oh, okay, awesome.
hardness. Oh, goodness. I think I have everything on the family violence case. On Laos. But I don't think I have everything on the drug case. Am I muted or is everybody else muted?
No, I think they're
Oh.
working on that, Judge.
I was wondering if they want to go ahead and do the family, I have everything for that family violence case and we could do that one while they figure out the drug case. But maybe,
Whatever you want to do, Judge. I mean, he's still got to sign the other stuff. Joe Ray's just resending it.
do we want to come back after lunch
That's up to you, Judge, whatever you want to do.
or in the morning? I mean, if there's still, we could do I actually don't care, except it's well into the lunch hour and I could use a little bit of a break, so.
Okay, we can come back at 2 if you'd like, or we
Yeah,
can come back to, or I can recall it for tomorrow.
Oh,
He's in jail, so we can always recall him tomorrow. if you
oh,
want.
okay. Well, why don't we do that then? Let's recall it. Is that the last thing? That we're
We
doing?
have him and Mr. Garza, who's I think might be, is he still in the breakout room, Brenna? Because I'm not.
I think so.
Oh, here's Mr. Garza. I think he just came back. There he is.
Norma, we've been given a plea offer for deferred, and my client's going to take the offer.
Okay.
So we just need the paperwork and if the judge is going to be available or not. I know it's lunchtime.
Let's do it at 2. Let's
2
just come back at 2 and get all the outstanding stuff from today done.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Norma, I'll just wait for paperwork then.
Okay, Judge.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Grayson, we'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess we need to let my client know, I guess, so we can grab some lunch or whatever.
Yes, I'll bring him from the breakout room. Give me 1 second.
Mr. Garza, could you chat me your email address?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, sir.
I just asked to move him out. He should be coming out.
You'll have to make me a
Oh, there he
copy
is.
again.
He's right there. Mr. Boone, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're going to bring you back at 2 o'clock to do your plea.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Do I need to sign anything right now or?
Mr. Gasso, are you going to stay on for a few minutes or?
I can do that.
Okay. Everyone else can leave for lunch and y'all can be back at 2. I'll still be here, so I usually eat here. So. And we'll see everyone back at 2.
What's the cause number that Mr. Boone's going on?
It is a new cause number 2021 to CR 9096.
Okay, thank you.
Can I let it be known? I'm gonna be living in Rockport, Texas. That's where I'm from. I'm not originally from here, so I'm gonna just have probation over there.
And Mr. Boone, you'll just need to talk with the attorney about it. But Rebecca, I do think Mr. Garza will be requesting a transfer to Aransas County.
Correct. That's
I'm going to
correct.
speak for him, but just so we're all prepared.
No, that's correct.
Thank you. I just want to get that.
Okay. Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, are you still there?
I'm still here.
I've been trying to chat my darn email address to you. You want to take it down real quick? I can give it to you.
We're live on YouTube.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Let me see if I can still do it, or not. I'm trying to do it.
Let me turn that off.